This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Running with Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of
that last run. From the gun, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On second down, Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Johnson on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 41.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They go play action here on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Good job, baby. Way to hold on.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills?
Oh,
pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Bradley Pinion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. But you can cover Michael Thomas however you want to. Guys in the short zone, deep zone, mid zones, 2, 3, 4 defenders. He finds a way to get open. 149 catches in 2019, a new NFL record for receiving. Any route you want him to run, he can do it, and he finds his way open.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 6.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line.
Hey, keep it going, dog.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He was brought down by Carlton Davis. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers' defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate in quick?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones, 93 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's a 2nd touchdown run of this game. And this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 9.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Lavonte David. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Brady now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Antonio Brown. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mike Edwards picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Caught on the right side by Jones. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a second down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
At the Saints' 47-yard line.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. The final shot before half for Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. Dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, they run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run the option on 2nd down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
is Brady on third down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Antonio Brown. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 27, Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
At the 18-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
A gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On second down, here's Fournette. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 45 on second down, Brady. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And out across midfield down to the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Fournette, a first down carry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
6-yard line.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Kamara fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there, 79 yards. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Lutz good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Antonio Brown on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Johnson on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Jones with a carry on first down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Succop on now for the Buccaneer field goal.
This officially a 55-yard attempt.
55-yard attempt.
Got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, and we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Breeze. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Deontay Harris. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.